Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your old worn out Polycut blades on the Stihl Polycut 7.3. So let's get started. So what I did here is I fought this thing for about 30 minutes before I finally figured it out. I watched some YouTube videos and I couldn't find one that was just like mine. And I was getting pretty frustrated. I used up all my cuss words. I was out of, for the day. So I finally figured it out and I thought I'd make a video, go back through it again, and save some of you guys the same trouble that I had, because it's really not that bad. So hang in there, we'll get this fixed for you. Okay, so some of the videos on YouTube that you'll see, there's a bolt right through each one of these, and you just back the bolt out, put your new one in, and thread it back in. Well, this head doesn't have that. And then there was another one that kind of told me a little bit about what I wanted to know, but it took two people. He put a pipe wrench on this piece and then his oil filter wrench on this piece, and it does lefty-loosey. That was one thing I wasn't sure, is if you righty-loosey. That doesn't happen very often, but sometimes on things like this, the threads will be backwards. But they're not, because if they were, while you're running your weed eater, your head would come flying off. So this is lefty-loosey, so you're going to go counterclockwise to loosen this up. But you got to have something to hold this, and my oil filter wrench, this is really slick from cutting through the grass at high speeds. It's really polished up, and it's not very wide, so it was a little tough to get my oil filter wrench on there. But holding this piece, keeping it from turning, is the key. So how you accomplish that with this head, and I've got the FS50C, and this part is original. This part I bought to replace the cord, because the cord just comes off. I'm not a big fan of weed eating. I prefer to spray, but I've been doing a little work out in the country, and I've been going through these Polycut blades. So I needed to replace them, and here, let me show you how I did it. So I finally figured out, if I cleaned all this grass off there, how I could hold this. And I got this little screwdriver, and it slides in there. I don't know if I can do it one-handed or not. You got to turn this until it drops in there. Just drop there. See that? Now she's locked. Okay. So while that's locked, since I just did it, I can probably turn this off by hand. Yeah, see, it just comes loose. And you got a nut on there. And there was grass. You get dirt on them last couple threads, and that helps hold it on. But when you want to take it off, it also helps hold it on. So I used my oil filter wrench on here the first time. Now it's not too bad. But that's the key, is getting you a screwdriver in that little hole. You can see how dirty it was. Well, this was caked over and I couldn't see that hole. So I finally got to cleaning it, and now it's there. I'll just give her one last snug tighten. And like I said, as you cut it, it's probably going to get tighter and tighter. So that's it, pretty simple. I hope this saves some of you some headaches. Okay guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, think about subscribing. We do lots of fun stuff on here and give you tips along the way. As always, we thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.